Welcome to the Morning Wood. I'm your host, John Hyslop, joined as always by my friend, the great Matt Modi. What's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. It's a tough night last night, but those things happen while we move on. But I'm doing well.
Nice. Well, everybody knows that the best time to start laying the wood to the books is in the morning, so that's what we're going to do right now. We've got 5 bets for today, so it's going to be a busy show. But first, let's talk about what Matt's talking about. What happened yesterday, Matt?
Yeah, well, it wasn't my fault. The Amen Thompson double thing is going to go down in the history books as the weirdest bet of all time. Some books graded it as a win. Some books graded it as a loss because he had a rebound taken away and then given back and then taken away. I don't really understand what happened. All I know is that some people count it as a win, some people count it as a loss. So I don't really know what to do with that. Regardless, the other 2 bets did not win. Russell Westbrook had 4 at halftime. I think he ended with 5. Daniel Gafford, that's not my fault. I mean, I guess you should bake in the blowout factor whenever you play a bet against the Wizards, which is exactly what happened in that one. He didn't play the 4th quarter, so that one's really not my fault, but I should have seen it coming. Obviously, I take full responsibility on all of these, but the losers in the nebulous bet of Amen Thompson is not my fault.
Nice. Yeah, the Amen Thompson, that's tough whenever it's a double-double and then it's not a double-double and they just regrade it. That blows.
Yeah.
One thing that blew was Nick Smith last night, 15-plus points. Never really had a chance at it. Was plus 230, though, so there is that. I mean, plus 230. But, LaMelo Ball got hurt, and then I believe Smith became the point guard. I'm not really sure what happened. He ended up with like 6 assists, which was crazy for a guy who literally just shoots all the time. But he did not shoot all the time. And the shots they did take, he did not hit. But Damian Lillard came through for us with 8+ assists at plus 110. So that helped me out. That brought the show to an all-time record of plus 27.55 units. So that's not bad. And after yesterday, I'm up 170.3 units since Massachusetts went legal in 2023. ROI is sitting around 8.3%. The reason I know that, Matt, is because every single bet I make is tracked at Pickett. That's where these screenshots are from. And I recommend them to everybody. You have to know how you're doing in this game we play, okay? If you're not using Pickett, simply download the app right now. Use promo code SLOPSLOCKS. They'll give you cash. All you got to do is start tracking your bets there. Anyways, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. Get the notifications on. It supports the content, and we're happy to have you. Let's just start with the bangers, Matt. Go first.
Yeah, well, while we're talking Pickett, you showed me yours. I'll show you mine. This is a little bit of a longer time frame, so we're not bragging about units profited here, but I just wanted to keep that in mind. All-time record up 312 units. ROI is not quite as good as yours because there's a lot more volume there. One thing that I do just want to highlight, and we talk about this all the time. My all-time record. I've won about 7,500 bets. I've lost about 200 more bets than that, yet I'm up 312 units. You want to know why that's the case?
Why?
Plus money bangers. It's all about the odds that you're betting. Anybody that brags about their win percentage, not somebody that can be trusted. Not calling anybody specific out. We'll move on. My first play. So the one bet that you won yesterday was Damian Lillard, 8+ assists against the Utah Jazz. I'm going to go with Steph Curry, 8+ assists, plus 115 odds, going up against the Utah Jazz. Depending what source you look at, they either allow the most or the second most assists to point guards in the entire NBA. The play here, Curry's assist rate is not going to be as impressive as when you look at Dame's. But the thing is, he's playing without Draymond Green. He's hit 8 or more assists in 5 of 8 games without Draymond Green this year. 2 of the ones that he lost, he ended with exactly 7 assists. So basically he's gotten 7 or more in 7 of 8 games this year without Draymond. Kuminga is going to be out for this game. It's 3 of 6 games without Kuminga, with one time landing on exactly 7. He played a pretty similarly juicy matchup against the Bulls just about a week ago. He only had 7 assists in that game, but he had 17 potential assists. More often than not, if you're getting 17 potential assists, you're probably going to get to 7 actual assists. And Steph Curry, he did miss it the first time he played the Jazz this year, but last year, because it helps my points, I'm going to use this data. He had 10 assists in both games against the Jazz. On one game, he had 21 potential assists. The other game, he had 14. Even if we get 14 potential assists, I'd be pretty confident he's going to get to 8 actual assists. So Steph Curry, 8+ assists, plus 115 odds at FanDuel.
I like it. I'm going to go with a guard. I'm going to go with Tyrese Maxey, 30+ points, even money at FanDuel. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this line. I almost liquidated every single account I had because this is an entire net worth bet. First off, we're talking Tyrese Maxey here, people, okay? On a normal night, he can do this blindfolded. But this is not a normal night. There is no Joel Embiid tonight. Well, that's kind of normal. But there's also no Paul George tonight as well. And I guess that's kind of normal too. But still, it doesn't feel like a normal night. The 76ers are going to welcome in the Los Angeles Lakers, who were just in a dogfight with the Charlotte Hornets last night, who didn't even have 2 of their best players. Now they have to play Tyrese Maxey, who scored at least 28 points in each of his last 10 games. The man is on a heater right now. Never fade anyone on a heater right now. That's just how heaters work. Like always, if Maxey does not score at least 30+ points tonight, I will give one subscriber $25. All you got to do is tell me how many PRAs Maxey ends up on. Feels easy.
That does feel easy. I like that. I did look at Maxey, but I didn't see the plus 100 earlier when I looked, so I would love that. I'd love it at that price. My next play, we're going to go with Jalen Green, someone who I do believe is in the circle of trust, 25+ points, plus 140 odds at ESPN Bet, or you can get plus 135 at FanDuel. So Jalen Green, we're going to go ahead and put this one in the category of what I like to call positive regression fade recent results. Everybody remembers Jalen Green's 8-game streak where he scored 25 or more points. Since then, he's only done it in 1 of 4 games, but he shot a lot still. The volume is still high in those games. He just really hasn't shot well. Now he gets a matchup against the Atlanta Hawks, who are among the worst defenses just overall in the NBA. They play at one of the fastest paces in the NBA, the second fastest to be exact. And they're bad specifically in the ways in which Jalen Green scores. He scores about a third of his points via the pick and roll ball handler. The Hawks are the 4th worst defense guarding pick and roll ball handlers. The next majority of his points, transition, 21% of his points comes in transition. They're the 7th worst transition defense. In terms of on the floor, where he scores his points, 42% comes from the above the break 3-pointer. The Hawks are literally 30th out of 30 teams guarding the above the break 3-pointer. And then 33% of his points comes in the restricted area. They're the 3rd worst defense guarding the restricted area. I mean, Jalen Green has played his last 3 games were against the Cavaliers twice and the Celtics once. Going from them to the Hawks is like going from college, or I guess the opposite, like going from NFL to college. Like Patrick Mahomes going back to college, basically, in this matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. Not the perfect example because I wouldn't say Jalen Green's Patrick Mahomes, but you get the point. Hawks equals bad. The other teams equals good. So he's going to bounce back tonight and get us 25+ points.
We probably should have talked before the show because I have that exact same bet. So that's going to be 4 bangers for tonight because you're up now. Go again.
All right. Well, after following that up, I'm going to go with – we haven't had enough plus 400 plays on this show, so I'm going to go with Austin Reeves double-double, plus 425 odds at DraftKings. This is one of my favorite plays that it could just hit normally. But, the Lakers run a back-to-back. LeBron James decides to sit out this game, then it becomes a smash play. So you want to lock this in now because injury news can only help us. He's had 10 or more assists in 5 games without D'Angelo Russell. And now he gets a matchup against the Sixers, allow the 10th most assists in general. 9 of the last 15 point guards specifically have hit their assist prop against the Sixers. Austin Reeves, you just look at games he's played without D'Angelo Russell and against teams that are even in the bottom half in terms of assists allowed. He averages about 8 per game. So over his over-under, which is 6.5. And he's hit 10 in 3 of the 8 games. It's not a terrible hit rate. He can honestly get there with rebounds as well. He's gotten 10 rebounds in a game without D'Angelo Russell. He had another game with 9 on 14 rebound chances. If LeBron sits, assists could be a play. If AD sits, rebounds could be a play. So there's a lot of ways in which Austin rolled. There's 3 ways, but there's a lot of avenues in which he could get the rebounds and or assists to get a double-double tonight. And at plus 425, I thought it was a good price.
That is a very good price. I love the plus 425 bangers. Oh, man. I feel like we got done with it pretty quick today. That's awesome. The people can go back to work. But if you want to see more of Jedi Modi, just go to just search Jedi Modi right here on YouTube. You're gonna find his channel. You're also gonna find him at Jedi Modi on Twitter as well. So make sure you hit him up there. I'm Slop Rules. It's my channel. I'll be back later today, 4 p.m. We're gonna use the tools at OddsJam to find even more bangers. I can't wait. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.